Right, we're going live. Right, that would make a lot of sense. If I click, there we go, I'm live apparently. Just by clicking go live, that would help a lot. I've been sitting here talking to myself for the last 5 minutes to see if it'll work. Now I just need to see if I'm synced up. If you are here, welcome along. We're going to get things set up now, get cracking in, and I'll describe it. I'll just basically talk about what's happening, but I need to see if I'm synced up.
Right, that would make a lot of sense.
Right, I look synced up enough.
Just by clicking go live.
Right, you know what, that's going to have to do. If I'm not synced up and it gets really annoying, if it's to the point where it's fucking horrible, just let me know. I'm going to have my pop-out chat over here so that I can kind of keep up with things, and I'm going to have the game and stuff like that over here. So hello, welcome. This is it's just weird. I've uploaded today. I'm live streaming for the first time in God knows how long. I think since the Europa League draw. Football Managers at the day. I'm bored. I've not done anything. I've just been sitting in my bed. I've got no work, no college, no nothing. I was waiting for the schools to finish so that my audience would appear. Look, honestly, we're just going to have a wee bit of fun for the next hour or two. We're going to play some Football Manager, try and get into things. I'm going to set it up at the start of the season because that would make sense so we can get right into the games. Hello to everybody in the chat who has turned up. People are saying I'm synced. That's good if I'm off. Shout out to Aiden, CFC, Sean Farron, a long time viewer of the channel, King and Charm, MB0015, Finley Glancy, just a few of the names popping up in the chat already. It's nice to see yous nice, as the famous Bruce Forsyth would say. There's, Football Manager's today. I love Football Manager. If you don't already know, I've done a few things in the past in the channel. This isn't going to be a regular thing, as you know. I'm not very good at sticking to video game series. We're just going to have a bit of fun for the next hour or two. I'm going to get going with my Celtic save for the year. I do one every year. It's always the first save I do when the full game comes out, not the beta. I've done a Man United save, so I kind of know my way about the game a little bit. So you're going to see emails come through and stuff like that. Just remember, I've got the monitor capture on and not the thing capture. So there's going to be so much in this. So we're going to set up the save quickly, and then while it's setting up, I'll have a wee talk to you in the chat. I'm just getting the leagues that I want on sorted, make sure I don't miss out any of the leagues that I need. Norway, I like having Norway on. Portugal's probably quite important. That'll probably do, and then we'll just get the league set up very quickly. This is how I play FM. If you want to take tips, this is pretty much all the leagues I think you need. You may wonder why have you got Norway and Sweden and such. They produce cracking youth players, those leagues. So I think it's always a wise idea to turn those leagues on. Scotland only goes down to League 2. We can't get any lower than that. Do we need any lower than that? Probably not. I'm going to go for a large database so we can get more players and more regens and everything else in between. So hello, nice to see you. People are asking how's it going. Sean's asking how it's going. It's going great. I've had a full day off. I've been lying in my bed. I've been drinking a lot of tea. Bloody love tea. And I thought to myself, why not go for it? Why not do a wee live stream for a change? It's weird. I've not done a live stream properly in a long time. I feel like so. Why not? So yeah, I'm just answering something on my phone. So FM, who plays FM? If you don't know, if you don't play FM, then you know what? This is gonna be weird for you probably. It's a beautiful game, an absolutely fantastic game. It is the ultimate footballing game. And for the people who are here to watch today, currently about 60 people, welcome along. And it's good to have you. Thank you for all the compliments so far in the chat. People saying it's been too long and I have a live stream, great. People asking how I am and such. Sean says we need the Coopen live streams back. You know what, a Coopen live stream would be fantastic if I just wasn't, fucking working all the time and stuff like that. I would love to do it again. King and Charm says supposed to be writing my essay, but I'm here instead. Do you know what? Use that excuse in the teacher tomorrow. Because I am more important. I'll help you write your essay. What's your essay on? That's the question. When FIFA Career Mode coming back, says Ryan Christie's biggest fan. God knows, because I just have no energy to play FIFA. I hate FIFA. Now, Football Manager can sit and play all day. Absolutely adore it. FIFA, I just can't. It's just not the same. Somebody asking if I've been watching I'm a Celebrity. I have not. I was working on the first night it aired, and then last night I had a couple of drinks down the pubage. So, yes. The pub on a Monday night. That is my life. Don't judge me. I just needed that. I need a wee release. Julian over Maldini. Yes, absolutely, definitely. That is something I would stick to. but aye. So we're waiting on the save to set up. We're just going to be here for probably about probably 2 hours max. In that time, we will probably, I imagine, get a few games done. We'll get into the league season. We'll figure out our team. Sean's got the 2 higher English essays. That is a flash from the past. Jesus, that was a sad time. And now here I am doing journalism, doing even more writing. Did not think I would be doing that at the time I was writing my English essays. It's weird. I've been out of school now. It's so weird because when I was doing my this is like a kind of reminiscence of the past in the channel, and people who have been watching long enough will remember the old live streams. We used to play FM, we used to do Q&As, blah blah blah. I used to do a live stream, every week, and I was still in school at the time. I was in 6th year, and now that is 2 years ago now. Like, that is mental. 2 years I've been out of school, almost, and it has flown by. Cherish the time you're there. I say that. I'm not turning this into one of those live streams where we're going to start greeting at the end. It's not that. But cherish you might hate school, but it's definitely when you're most free. It's a great time. And that resembles what the channel has become with the lack of live streams and such. Someone's talking about the cup final tickets. I've got my ticket, which is good. I hope if you've not got a ticket that you do get one. The essays on acting and how to do it well. I do also remember doing my drama essays and stuff on acting and stuff like that, which was fun. Taylor Patterson says, do you watch any FM YouTubers? Watch plenty. Lelujo, Dr. Benji's my personal favourite. Who else is there? There's Walk the Space. Quite a few. Right, this is it. This is the profile I'm going to use. This is the manager. As you can see, a spitting resemblance of myself. Fat and specky. That is all we need. Use that profile. We're going to keep... Try to finish up my tea as well. We're going to keep that the same. Pretty much. No need to change that. We'll just keep it. And that should be us into the save. Into the save. Here we are. We're in the boardroom. We're meeting with, I imagine, Peter Law. Celtic of today confirmed. This is new. This is new at Football Manager. If you've not played before, then you won't know what's new and what's not new. But if you do play, this is new. Just released today as well. Celtic today have appointed Ryan Fitzsimons as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 32-year-old who has recently spent time away from club football and is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Celtic Park. Fitzsimons has put pen to paper on a 2-year deal worth 12 grand a week. He replaces Neil Lennon. Fitzsimons lacks a reputation of a title specialist, which gives the club current ambition, blah blah blah. Right, aye, just next. Let's go. Let's move on. The history of Celtic. We're basically all Celtic fans here. We know what the history of Celtic is, and we know what it expected to win basically everything. Celtic Park, Lennox Town's facilities are all excellent, exceptional. John Kennedy's the assistant director of football. Nick Hammond. In the club's history as a Champions League, we've got 50 league titles, numerous cups between the two of them. We know the club's history. This is our recommended starting 11, which more than likely will not be the starting 11 that we go with. Our top earner Scott Sinclair, our hottest prospect is Karamako Dembele. We'll have a look at the team in depth when we get into it. And this is the club vision. This is something new. I'll come on to the chat, by the way. People are asking questions such. Come on to it just after we set up the save and such. This is the kind of the new thing where the club, the chairman gives you their vision for what is it. So I'm on a 2-year contract, and the end of this season we've got to win the league, win the Scottish Cup, win the Betfred Cup, and reach the group stages of the Champions League, and work within the wage budget as well. Sign players under the age of 22 for the future is also part of the club culture apparently. And then basically after that it's continue to win the league. There's not much you can do to change Celtic. You know, definitely if you go to a club like Partick Thistle, and this will give you a 5-year plan, which will be, okay, this season avoid relegation, next season aim for promotion, third season get to the Premiership, fourth season establish ourselves as Premiership mainstays, stuff like that. So do I want a press conference to meet the media in that? Yes, we'll just go for that, confirm, and that means I can start my first save of the full game this year. Obviously I said I had the beta. And they're on this bits here. How on this bit? I expect big things here. Well, I expect big things for myself. Hopefully we create a tactic that will be riveting, get us to Champions League football. And let's just hope for the absolute best here. Let's hope we can succeed, do a lot, and so anyway, Celtic players in the last year of contract, looking at people here that we need to try and sign back. we'll come on to this eventually. It's not desperate just now. I mean, somebody like Scott Sinclair, we're going to set him for release right now. There's no point keeping a player on 25 grand a week that I'm not going to use. So we'll set him up for release. Johnny Hayes, though, for example, I said we're going to... Johnny Hayes is not interested because he's transfer listed. Why is Johnny Hayes transfer? Who transferred it? Right, okay, we'll move into it shortly. We've got to look at everything else first. The club vision and expectations. We'll accept the current vision. Winning the treble, will it be easy? No, it will not be easy. But we'll try and make it as easy as possible. And we're going right into things. Look at this. Our first game against Maccabi Tel Aviv is coming right up in the second round of the qualifiers for the Champions League. We're up 2-0. We've missed a couple of games because of the point. I have started to save that, but we convincingly went through the first round against Valletta, which seen Edouard get 3 goals between the two ties. We're up 2-0 against Maccabi Tel Aviv, which means away from home we need to go and do something. So we better set up our tactic as soon as possible. What do I want? I want to... This is the options, you know, you can do your own, but this is a kind of generic preset styles which are really good. I'm glad they added these in. I'm going to go for Gegenpress. It's personally my favourite style to use in Football Manager. Don't know if it's my favourite style in real life, but it's what you've got to do to succeed in FM. And I'm going to go for the 4-2-3-1 because that is Celtic's main formation. We'll set up the roles and stuff. As for instructions, I do want to change it up a little bit. I want us to play a little bit wider than narrow. I don't want to be so narrow. I want to have players going down the wing. I'm going to have overlaps on. Of course, I love an overlap. Hit early crosses, definitely. Everything else, extremely high tempo. Yep, we're going to have players who are fit in transition. Just got to keep it the same out of possession. A higher defensive line and such. Everything seems fine. Just really in possession that I'm changing things about the last minute goals. I need the last minute goals. Show Karamako Dembele's never been in the game before. Very interesting fact. We'll go to the development centre, which is something else that's new in Football Manager 2020. We've got the development centre, which has been added in. If I just quickly move this over here. To anybody else who, by the way, is new to the channel, if you do enjoy what you're seeing, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And if you do enjoy this, then let me know if you want to see more of it in the future. Karamako Dembele, though, here we go. The first time he has been in Football Manager, and he's been given 5-star potential. We have a great little player here. His stats are actually really good for being a 16-year-old who is, if we go to his attributes very quickly, where's his height and weight? It's not an attributes, it's information. I can't find his height and weight. I've lost the plot. Usually it tells you like somewhere what their height and weight is, and I can't seem to find it this year. I probably went right past it. I'm looking everywhere and I don't see it, but you know, so that's a wee guy, right? We'll leave it at that. He's a wee guy, and his stats are quite good. His crossings at 11, dribbling 13, finishing's quite good for a winger as well at that age, 11. Physically, he's not too bad for being so small. 9 strength. There it go. There's right there. 5'3", 8 stone, 9 pounds. He's a genuine pebble. Like, you could blow him over. But his stats are quite good. So he's in there. We've also got Jeremy Frimpong, who has 5-star potential as well. Down as Dutch nationality, and he looks cracking as well for his age. 5-star potential. Another guy who's 5'8", just about 10 stone. You know, I'm double the weight of these fuckers. I'm not actually. Look at Connell's in here. He's got 4-star. His stats actually look quite well rounded for a team like Hibs. He would tear the league apart. If you were to sign him on loan or something. The other one that I wanted to quickly look at as well, if he's in the reserves or not, is Leo Connor, who has potentially not as much, but I mean, stats wise, he looks really good. You could put him in the first team in a lot of the league games, and you wouldn't leak goals by the looks of things. So hopefully, give a lot of these guys a chance as I try and look over the chat as well. Try to see what people are saying. Hey, God, just missed you in calls today. Oh, thank you, David. I missed you too. I miss you all the time. But it's nice to be along here. Nice to see you. So I've got my tactics set up. Ability wise, that is how we look at things. I suppose that's the best way to get your best team. We have a lot of good players in here though. I guess the main one is the man who we're going to struggle to keep a hold of because teams will be fighting for him in this, and that's Hudson Edouard. 17 finishing. That is tremendous for, you know, playing in Scotland. You know, that's what I love about Football Manager. It's not like FIFA. They don't treat the Scottish players as if they're not footballers. They give them realistic stats. They give them stats that resemble how they are in real life and where they'll go in their careers. So Edouard is one of the best players you could probably pick up in the game for anybody, because you could sign him for someone like Man United in Football Manager and he will score goals. He's not going to flop, he will score goals. So I will set up the team very quickly. I'm going to, obviously, I'll need to change the roles and stuff in a minute. I've got my instructions set up, the roles will come on to that. It's just about getting the best starting 11 in the field. Olivier Ntcham is apparently the second best player in the team, which leaves me in a right mess because I want to play him, but at the same time, that is going to be my starting centre-mid partnership. Brown, McGregor, has to be. Chris Yair is going to come into the team, of course, and so on. Edouard's going to be in there. Forrest might have to miss the first game because he's injured for 9 days, so we'll leave him out just now. He'll obviously be a starting player, but for now we'll need to leave him out. Julian comes in. Greg Taylor, Billy Bolingoli, not very highly rated, as you can see his stats. He's physically strong, very good player. Technically, not so much. Which means we might have to roll with Greg Taylor, who looks far better than Billy Bolingoli. So Taylor is going to be our starting left back in here. But Johnny Hayes is also a shout. If we can have a look at him, where's Johnny Hayes? Where is Johnny Hayes? Why is Football Manager treating Johnny Hayes like a fucking second? Like why? Where is he? They're treating him like a fucking. Where is he? Where is my man? Where's Johnny? There he's there. He's in the reserves. For some reason, no, he's gone into the squad. We're also going to be removing him from the transfer list. Jack Hendry, he can fuck off. Let's just do that very quickly. Let's offer him out for nothing. We better try and get some money for him, 100 grand, because realistically, who is going to pay any more than that for Jack Hendry? Try to keep up with the chat as well. Ira's worth a lot as well. He'll be one of the top. We'll have a look at him in a moment. Yep, you do end up, it's very true. Celtic and Football Manager is one of the best teams to go, because players like Aya you can sell for like £30 million, £40 million if you play your cards right. Look at his stats. He can jump into a big team. I say it, like last year, I ended up having Aya at like Man United win the Champions League with me. Eduardo had at Dortmund, stuff like that. Right, Fraser Forster in goals though. Let's get him in there. Hatem Abdelhamid will be our starting right back. El Yunusi will obviously be starting on the left. Christie has to start as well. And Forrest, as I said, is injured for now. So over on the right hand side, we are going to bring in Mikey Johnson and switch they to about just for the first couple of games. And Johnson will start. Johnson hopefully has a lot of potential. Yes, he does. Some decent stats. Some decent stats as well. Apparently, Bolly is a beast according to Nisbet. So we will play him. We'll give him a chance. But I'm going to start with Taylor because I like the look of Taylor. Taylor looks really, really good. 15, 14, 14, 12, 14, like every stat that's important for a fullback. You know, you've got on at least a yellow for me. I've changed the colours, but he's at least yellow. So I'm liking the look of Greg Taylor. We'll keep him for now in that position. Craig Gordon. I mean, so many players must be. Where's Scott Bain? There must be so many players in the reserves that should not be there. So potential. Let's sort the reserves. Frimpong is going to be in our senior squad along with Leo Connor, but we'll make them available for the unders. Lewis Morgan as well, bring him up. Marian Shved, who looks like he'll be quite good in this game perhaps. He's got 2.5 star current ability. We'll bring him in. Afolabi, everybody else. Scott Bain, don't know why Scott Bain is down there. He is the backup keeper. Everybody else, yep, they'll all stay in here. The under 18s, don't know how much, but Karamako Dembele is what could become one of the club's best players. We'll bring him into the senior squad. But we will sort it out so they're playing unders football, so they're not just, wasting away, and they're actually going to have the chance to fulfil their potential. And then we'll look at who we could perhaps sell and stuff like that. So, right, okay, backup keeper, Scott Bain, we'll bring him in there as a backup striker. And I'm going with Johnny. I'm bringing Johnny onto the bench, the utility man. Beautiful bastard. Look at him. So cute. Transfer status. No status set. No, he's not leaving. We're not getting rid of Johnny. We've got so many good players to dispose. We've got Tom Rogic in here actually, so we'll bring him in instead of that was a short stay for Johnny Hayes on the bench. And everybody else, right? So the younger guys, so Shved, Dembele, Frimpong, Leo Connor, and Lewis Morgan, we're going to make available to play for the under 18s or the reserves. What one sounds better? We'll put them all available for reserves for 90 minutes of football, and then the young ones like O'Connor, Frimpong and Karamako will put as available for the under 18s for 90 minutes as well. And that should be sorted. That means they'll have a chance at first team football, but they're still going to be playing football, which is the most important part. To sell, there's nobody really here. Near Baton maybe, but still, he is good for depth. There's nothing really I have to do. I've not even looked at how much money we've got to spend, but we don't really need to sign many players. But aye, so I'm just looking at the chat, see if there's anything that wants to be brought up. People are saying play Karamarko and Frimpong on the right. We'll get there eventually, but for now we'll stick with the knowns. Right, as for my rolls, I do like them with a tortoise scone and bacon on them, but what a horrible joke. Right, I think the rolls are looking good. To be honest, this is quite similar to what I usually play. I usually kind of go with fullbacks though, so I'm going to go for automatic fullbacks instead of wingbacks. Yes, I understand that, especially with Gegenpress, you like to have your fullbacks going forward. But in European nights, we don't want to get caught out. So I'm going to bring them into fullbacks. And everything else is basically, I've got Brown playing his best role, I'd say. He could be a bit of box to box, but he's good at winning the ball, obviously. McGregor, box to box or deep line playmaker is the biggest question there. I'm going to keep him on box to box for now and see how that goes. As for everybody else, do we bring Christian to attack midfielder or keep him as a playmaker? No, we're going to keep him an advanced playmaker for now. Do you know what? It's basically, I don't want a sweeper keeper though. I don't. I know that's another big part of Gegenpress, bring the keeper out to press. But I'm going to take it back just a little bit and play because I don't want Foster getting caught out, because if you look at his stats as a sweeper keeper, he's not got a very good first touch. His passing's not very good. His acceleration isn't great. His agility isn't great. He's not going to be the best sweeper keeper in the land. As for money to spend, if we have a quick look, we have 12.5 million. Fucking hell, that's a lot of money. Who do we sign? We'll come on to signing after we see how we play in the first game. We've got a first game of the season at the weekend. We'll judge after that. But right now, aye. So anyway, somebody saying bring Wanyama on loan. I don't know if we need a centre mid. I don't want to be in that situation where, oh fucking hell, Fraser Forster's has got in it. 3-month injury. You're fucking kidding on. What has just happened? We're 1 day into the save. 1 day in. And Fraser Forster is what? Injured his hip. Well, that's fantastic. That is great. Absolutely superb. Well done, Fraser. Well done. I might just need to cancel his loan. Send him back, can I? Tell me on. I don't want to play Foster or Bain. Gordon or Bain is my first choice keeper. The code of conduct. This is also new. I don't want to be too strict. If you do miss training a first time, you will be fined. I'm not allowing anyone to miss training. That is out of order. That's going to be quite strict. Gone AWOL. What does gone AWOL mean? Like, just gone off your nut, like having a wee fight or something. I don't know. We'll keep that the same then. Multiple booking ban I think's unfair. I'll give them a couple of warnings and it's straight into the fines. Sent off for a second booking once again. A couple of warnings for me. Sent off for a straight red. Will be first a warning, then it's straight into the fines. Will be a little bit less harsh than what the game wants us to be. I want the players to feel I'm approachable and nice, but then again I don't want them to take the piss. So, people are saying sign Tom. I see a couple of Turnbull cries in there. Having Comper. Get Dembele, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think you can sign Dembele for about 30 million. This can sign him for United and the beta. Lewis Morgan out on loan. Yep, do you know what? Well, fuck it, we'll do it. We'll give Lewis Morgan a chance to play some football this year because he's not going to get much at me. Time to introduce myself to the team passionately because I'm a Celtic fan. I'm going to win the title very easy with Celtic because, that's a great response. Thank you. Now we need to kind of look at perhaps a goalkeeper because I don't really like the idea of having Bain as my first choice. I'm not even registered for the first game, so we're going to have to bring Gordon onto the bench. We're not going to have a backup keeper on the bench for this game. We've got a lot of players in here, a lot of options. We'll need to go into the scouting. And if anybody think there's a keeper, I should say, sign John McGinn. Once again, wish I could. Not going to happen because he's in the Premier League. And players are realistic about, if they're a key player on the Premier League side, They're not going to come up to Scotland, basically. It's quite realistic, unlike FIFA. Players that we have scouted so far. This is what the scouting team have found for me. Terence Kangolo apparently is a player that they think I should go for. He's up there, 80 rated. Tom Davies, I'd love to have Tom Davies in the team. There's Wanyama there, 69. If you look at Wanyama's reports, you know, he currently operating in a leading Premiership level would be a good signing. Well, it would be a good signing, but is he going to be struggling to get in? Is he going to cost me having to drop it? You know, there's a lot of questions. Player search. Let's see the best goalkeepers that I can get that would be interested in joining the team. So if we set it to goalkeepers only, and then sort it by value, Jack Butland. I mean, if I could sign Jack Butland, I'd be pretty happy with that. But I'm not going to just want 12. I would blow my whole budget. I mean, let's see, I'll suggest it. I want 18.5 million. Now, I'll go for 7 up front, right? And this is oh no, it's a loan back length, not the right thing. Sorry, thank you. Installments will go for another 7 million, and that's 15 million quid. 4 million pound payments. That's 20 million quid. Accepted demands and see what he wants as a wage for a laugh. Should I be blowing all my wage on him? Probably not. There's not many other goalkeepers here though that I go for. I mean, if it's only going to be till Foster's fit again, I'll pay the money for Artur Boric, because surely don't want a lot. They'll accept 400 grand. They'll accept. Oh my goodness. Right, Butland. We'll speak to Butland, see what he wants. Right, start negotiations. First choice goalkeeper straight away. Yep, he's got to be the first choice goalkeeper, obviously, if we sign him. He wants 50 grand a week though. That's a lot of money, and we can only offer 32. Realistically, we're not getting Jack Butland. We're not getting Jack Butland, right? Jack Butland was a pipe dream. Artur Boric isn't currently interested in entering into contract negotiations. We'll sort it after the first game. We're going to get into a game. That's what you're here to see. We'll go into a game first. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, see if anybody says anything. Shane Long, sign Alan McGregor. Ulreich from Bayern Munich, get Benkovic on loan. We'll play the first game and then we'll see what we're going to do with our money. Because realistically, we don't need to sign anyone. We know how good, and we've seen it in real life, this Celtic team can be. There's not much that's needed to be done. Newcastle have made a bid of £1.9 million for Lewis Morgan. Yes. Serious. We'll accept that. We'll also accept the loan offer from Dundee United, wherever he chooses to go. I don't know why Newcastle want him. That's quite confusing. But the team is pretty much fully fit apart from Foster, who just picked up a fucking 3-month injury. Craig Gordon will come in for this then. He'll play in goals. We don't... Willie Buck. Is that who's going to have to be the keeper on the bench? Willie Buck? Who's Willie Buck? Willie Buck it is. Willie Buck with the stats that couldn't pass him to be the Happy Foundation's goalkeeper, in all honesty. But he's going to have to do it, and that will set us off. Someone saying Joe Hart. Joe Hart, I've not been a fan of Joe Hart, but it could be a shout. This is the team we're going with for our first ever game as Celtic boss. We'll give them a passionate team talk. We should be winning without any problem at all. And then we'll need to quickly make the settings so that... I play in 2D, by the way. If you don't like it, lump it. Match speed, fucking... Well, it'd help if we actually kicked off. Gotta go into 2D Classic. Key highlights. Speed it up a little bit. And... Aye. That should do it. Here we are. First game as Celtic manager then. And we are up 2-0 on aggregate in this. But we need to make sure we don't let that slip. First game under a new tactic as well. It's going a bit fast for my like. It's going to be a bit too fast. First game under a new tactic for the team. So you don't know how it's going to go. It could go any way. But we're going for Mikey Johnson for El Yunusi. Oh, what a finish, my son. Terrific. And 5 minutes in, we're up 1-0. We started our Celtic career with quite the bang. El Yunusi scored an absolute scorcher from outside the area. As you see, it was a great ball from El Yunusi to Johnson to start the play. And then, look at this. First time finish. That is incredible. Caught it in the volley. Bust the net. Absolutely. Aaron Ramsdale's a goalie with potential. Aaron Ramsdale's actually a shout. I was playing against him earlier on my Man United save. And there's the phone gone. That's the infamous phone. You remember that from old live streams if you've been here a while? The phone. The phone that doesn't shut up, it seems. There we go, it's shut up now. Right, we're up 1-0, we're in a comfortable position, we're 3-0 up in the tie. We really, really should, you know, go through now. That's basically guaranteed, unless they go and score 3 goals. We've got an away goal. They need to score 4 actually, they'd have to win 4-1. Mikey Johnson on the ball anyway, tries from range, may as well. That goal was offside, I demand VAR. Don't demand VAR on this because you'll get it and you'll have to wait 5 minutes to find out your fucking goal. So don't make a joke about that. Because I'm sitting there playing my Man United save, having to wait to see if I've scored or not, and then it gets called off and it's just a pet and we've conceded. We've conceded. Craig Gordon will be very disappointed to be defeated at his near post, and yes, he should be because it looked like it was quite an easy one to save. Ball played out wide, squared into the middle. No, sorry, then it was squared. Gordon bit late off his feet, but you know what? It's quite close range. It's a good finish. Let's just hope that nothing goes severely wrong here. We are away from home. We're playing in Turkey. Remember, and Edwards there. There we go. 2-1. We've got to lead right back. Right back. Straight away. Big Edward gets his 5th of the season already. This man can. I remember in Football Manager 2000 and I want to say 17, but I think it was 18. Football Manager 2018. Moussa Dembele finished the season with 70 goals for me. 70 in all competitions. You could call him overpowered in the game. You could say I was just a tactical genius and played to his strengths. But 70 goals is that was trying to keep him after that was hard, but I managed to keep him for 5 years before I sold him on. And there's an equaliser for Tel Aviv. Defensively, we look a little bit shaky, just a little bit. Once again, a ball that was played in to an unmarked man by the looks of things. If you look over here, played out wide. This guy's been causing problems. Taylor's not locked him down, and then whoever was meant to be marking Mori here just doesn't bother. He has all the space in the world. I think Taylor was trying to mark him, comes off his man because the other guy didn't have a man. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm all playing in Israel, I think, aren't I? I said Turkey, didn't I? Why did I say Turkey? Where am I playing? Israel. Why did I say Turkey? Aggressive. I'm not happy with your performance because I'm not. We're drawn 2-2. Christopher Julian's having a fucking stinker. An absolute stinker. Christie ball in. Julian hits the bar. Could have been the turning point for his game there as he smacks the bar. See, I don't like starting to say, just because I'm live streaming, I've started to save so close to the start of the season. I don't usually like doing that, but I don't know why I sit and do a live stream while waiting 2 months for our first game to roll along. I'm just skipping. I wanted to get right into the action. It shouldn't do too much. But aye. We're drawn 2-2. 20 minutes to go. Look, we're through. Julian's had an absolute honker. We're going to bring him off. James Forrest, we're not going to throw back into it quite yet. We'll bring in Cham on though. And you know what? We'll give Edward a little bit of a rest and we'll bring on Bayo. We'll bring on Big Vakun, Isuaf Bayo. Hopefully he'll get himself a goal. We'll shout to the team, show some passion. Hopefully that will keep them up a bit. El Yunusi. Ball comes out wide to Abdelhamid. Brown back to us. A little bit laggy. I know my computer's not the greatest. If you've noticed it jumping about a little bit, then you know, there's not much we can do. There's Matthew joining the stream. Matthew McKelvey saying, alright, sexy. Thank you very much. Sexy boys, in fact. Someone saying get Aaron Hickey. Don't know if I need it. Bio's through. Oh, what a finish from the big man. I expected that to go blazing over the bar, but a fantastic composed finish from Vakiniswaf Bio. It looks as though this could be the day we win away in Europe. He's just on as well, and that was a tremendous finish. Assists coming from around the park. El Yunusi, Christine Johnston getting some assists. And Vakiniswaf Bio with some finish there, and that should see us out the game. We go away from home. We win in Israel. I can't really complain. Despite conceding 2 very poor goals, as long as we don't make those mistakes in Perth at the St Johnstone game, we should be okay. Julian though, God knows what happened with Julian's performance there, because he was a 5.7. Celtic reserves winning Tunnock's Wafer Cup first round. Nice. Okay, so that's quite hard. We've drew Ludogorets in the next round, the Bulgarian side, Bulgarian champions, I believe. Taylor also made his debut. We gave him his debut. His performance wasn't too bad by the looks of things. Julian has okay, he's accepted a fine. Too many yellow cards already, so he's suspended for the next Champions League game. No wonder. he played so badly. Must have just gave up knowing it when he played in the next game, which is not the attitude we need. Anyway, back to okay. So the goalkeeper talk. Goalkeepers, lads. Who do we sign? Who do we bring in goals? We've got a tip. We've got a super chat. £2 in my bank account. Get in. Put this to a coaching badge, says Nisbet. Nisbet, I love you, miss you, no seen you in a while, but thank you very much. Just reminding me, if you do want to leave a super chat, I'm not asking for your money, but if you do want to, feel free to do it in the thing. You just click super chat, click your donation. All the donations will go towards funding my next night in the pub. I'm joking. I actually want to, upgrade quality and stuff in the channel. So that'll probably, hopefully, go to a camera after Christmas. Hopefully. No promises. Hopefully. I've been saying that for like 2 years now. Aye. Thank you very much, Nisbet. I really do appreciate that. People saying Boric, we can't get Boric, sadly. Zoe is someone who I always turn to. Nisbet, one more time, I'll give you a kiss. Come on, as many times as you want. A lot of people say Boric, tried Boric, just won't go into contract negotiations. More than likely because he'll be retiring at the end of the season. The one that someone brought up, the young guy that has the potential, who I said I played against, I think he plays for Bournemouth. He might be on this list, but I don't think so. I don't think he is. Jero and Zoet though is a shout. I sign him every single year for Celtic and Football Manager. It'd be daft not to say him again. He is Mr. Reliable. £10 million is what they rate him at. They would want 19 million for him. Someone did shout. There's a few names going in here, but there was one that I really did like the sound of, and I'm scrolling up the chat to see if I can see it. Someone said Sideline Jack. Aaron Ramsdale, that's the one. Aaron Ramsdale. We'll have a look at him. Someone suggested Aaron Ramsdale in the chat. We'll have a little look at him. Aaron Ramsdale from Bournemouth. I knew it was Bournemouth. 11 million quid. That's a lot of money. We'll give him a wee scout. How much would they want from? Okay, Aaron Ramsdale's not signing £63 million. You can stick that up your ass. Not paying that. I'm not paying 13 quid. No chance. That one's at the window. A lot of people saying Muric. We'll have a look at Muric. See if we can find him in the list. The goalkeeper from Nottingham Forest, 20 years of old. Cost of an he's on loan. Can't sign him this season. He's on loan to Nottingham Forest from Manchester City, sadly, so we can't get him. We need a goalkeeper, lads. We need somebody saying Real Patricio. Not going to happen. Not going to leave Wolves for us, sadly. He's in European football as well, mind that he's also valued at £32 million. Not going to happen with Real Patricio. Sergio Romero, don't know how much United would expect for him. Don't know if we could loan him, but then again, I think we've got too many players on loan. Valued at 15 million, it's got to be too dear. Would be a good keeper, yes, but we're not paying that much. Henderson would be great as well, but he's on loan, I believe, from Man United. Henderson was one who popped in my head straight away, but he's on loan from Manchester United, so we're not going to be able to get Dean Henderson. He would have been probably one of my first choices. People still saying Joe Hart. Now, Joe Hart, obviously the last few years has tumbled into oblivion, and I'm not too sure if I want to take the gamble on him. We'll give him a scout. We'll definitely give him a little scout. It's either that or we just play Bain and Gordon until Fraser Forster's back from his 3-month injury. But if I get someone in that is potentially going to be better than Forster, Forster's not going to be here next season, then it'd be stupid not to exploit the chance just now. Tim Howard, is he even still playing football? Don't think he is he? I mean, Rory Langan, is that the boy for Falkirk I seen somebody mention earlier? I don't imagine he's going to be up to much. I really don't imagine he'll be up to much in this. Alright, that's that. He's not a goalkeeper. He's a defensive midfielder contracted to Barton. Not going to be up to much. We'll give him a scout. So people, Dubravka, once again, not going to happen. We have to be realistic, guys. We have to be realistic. If you're looking at this list here, this is pretty much goalkeepers who'll come to us. This is ones who have already said, if Celtic bid for me, I'll happily go. Sam Johnston, potentially a shout on him. You've got to get someone though who's got to be good in a European night, and there's just not anybody here. I think it's a case of waiting. And Vogel, I mean, he's a good keeper. Some decent. We'll give him a scout. He's only valued at 2.9. And Vogel's a shout. We'll wait just now. We'll hold off, but we've got a lot of money. Somebody saying Majeki. I don't know how you pronounce that. Majeki. We'll look for him. Majeki. We'll have a look at see what this guy's like. Goalkeeper from Legia Warsaw. 250 grand. We'll scout him. We'll give him a scout. I can also send out my scouts to find me a goalkeeper. So we'll create a wee assignment. If possible. How do you create assignments this year? Don't know. Hold on. I'll get scout reports on these guys because they're probably quite good. We've got 12 million though. If there's any players you think I should desperately sign, let me know. But there's no one really off the top of my head that I'm like, we need to sign him. We really need to sign him. And it's not letting me like, you know, register the team that I want for the Champions League for some reason. It's not letting me clear the selection. It's not very useful because I need Scott Bain. I'll bring him in. He's an under 21, so he should be fine. But it doesn't seem that way for him. Johnny Hayes, under 21, Daniel Arzani, Marian Shved. Right, there we go. Confirm. Oh, you must have 4 players. Just auto select it. Can I get Scott Bain at least? Right, there we go. Johnny Hayes is left out, which is sad. Tyrone Mings, not going to happen as well. Not going to happen. See, I wish it was like FIFA, you know, we could just sign anybody, but it's not. It's really not. It's the exact opposite of FIFA. You need to be very realistic. You have to go with players Celtic could sign in real life. This is a very realistic version of FIFA. Okay, it's nothing like FIFA. It's not even a version. It's a much better game than FIFA, much more realistic game than FIFA, much more tactically advanced game than FIFA. There's a lot of names getting thrown in. Someone keeps saying David Marshall. I mean, he could return, I suppose, but he's 34. I guess he could do a job for a season. But do I want another aging goalkeeper on the team? We've already got 2. Randolph is another shout as well. Randolph was interested in coming to the squad. Right, groundsman asked for pitch sizes. We'll go for the minimum allowed. I always go for the minimum. I like having a small park. Frimpong, we're not going to loan out quite yet. We'll let him kind of have a year of breaking into the Celtic fold of things. Same with O'Connor. Then we'll think about loaning players out. Nisbet suggested Farinez. Vilker Farinez. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Probably not. I'll have a look see if I can find him. We'll give a wee scout as well. 21 years of age. Only valued at 875 grand. Stats like decent. 16 refis. Give him a scout. See what happens there. I do want Aaron Ramsdale. That's who I would have ideally signed. But £63 million is a lot of money. I can't think of too many players. Andre Hansen was a shout I've seen. We'll scout him as well. Jero and Zoet, we could work out a deal for Zoet. That's the thing. So it was suggested in the chat. We could work something out. They wanted 19 million, but I imagine if I kind of work my way around with instalments and stuff like that, we can maybe just do something. Okay, we have 15 million quid. Right, we might be getting Zoet. I also forgot what I need to do is have a look. Do I need any coaches? I do. I'm going to put an advert up for a coaching job. Can I get Paul Scholes? Is he in the game this year? No, it doesn't look like it. Robbie Stockdale's a good coach. There he is. He's unemployed actually, so maybe we can get him if we bring him in as a coach. He's a good coach. Bring him in. That would be helpful. He's accepted that. Oh no, I've walked away. I clicked walk away. Ah, stupid bastard. Honestly, how fucking fit can you be? We just agreed I deal with a good coach, and I fucking walk away from it. Right, we'll just put an advert up then. I never meant it. I don't know if he'll be willing to talk to me again, Mr. Stockdale, after that catastrophe. Yep, broke down, so he doesn't want to come back. Great. Could give it a couple of weeks to get him. There's a few names coming in now, and this but suggested another. But we'll speak to Zoet, see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. See if we can bring Zoet in. But we've got our first league game of the season. Exciting times. The team is looking pretty fit, considering playing midweek as well, which is good. Scott Bain can come onto the bench. We'll keep the team relatively similar, I imagine. Should I bring Griffiths on instead of Pyle did score. I kind of feel like loaning Griffiths out for 6 months which may be a risk because I've only got 2 other strikers, but I want them to be playing some football. So I'm going to say 6-month loan for Griffiths because I want him to play football, score some goals, rather than sit in the reserves getting agitated that he's not playing football. So I'm going to loan him out for 6 months, hopefully. As for changes, I mean, don't really want to make any. This is the strongest side. Christie's a bit tired, so we'll bring Rogic in for this one. And bang, that is us. We'll send that team out. Craig Gordon starts and goes again, but we will hopefully be talking to Gero and Zoet in the next game. Someone saying sign Scott McTominay. Maybe be able to bring him in on loan if we wanted to. Once again, centre mid positions pretty much. I mean, we've got 3 class ones here. Defensive midfielders, I suppose we could do with another. Right, first league game of the season. I expect nothing but a win. That's really it, isn't it? One thing I forgot to do, actually, go to the home screen because I forget to do this. Staff responsibilities. Training responsibility. Yep, John Kennedy's taking care of it all. That's fine. I don't trust myself setting up the training. And that's us. Ready to go. We've got the league table here. We'll just set that to 12th place. And there we go. Bang. Let's scores. First game of the season. Can we get off to a win? Mikey Johnson straight away, 25 seconds into the game, trying to do bits for us there. Try to do bits, but it goes wide. Mikey Johnson on the left, El Yunusi on the right to start off the season as James Forrest recovers from a minor injury, which he'll be back from very soon, I hope. Johnson picks up on the edge, cleared. Julian needs a better performance today after his disastrous performance midweek. Probably should have dropped him after that, but I'm willing to give him a chance domestically to recover from it. We just need to score goals. That's what I want from this team. I want to be like Neil Lennon, scoring goals, thunderous football, and not giving away cheap passes like that in the final third. Abdel Ahmed, a lot of St Johnstone shirts in the area. Can he do something from it though? Gives it off to Rogic nicely. What? Cal McGregor from range. Puts it wide. Our second chance of the game. Domination so far, if you look at the possession. We're the only team in the game so far. First game of the season. Don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Wotherspoon's got to play that forward, isn't he? Yep. I said that after he played it forward, as if he wasn't going to do that. St John's have a chance. Julian clears, does well. That's what he needs to play like. He needs to get up there. Aidan is here. Hello, Aidan. Nice to see you. Nesbitt says, worst thing about Celtic is I want Scottish players because I'm not turning Celtic into a tourist club. I like trying to sign home-based players as well. It's always nice to try. I try and keep it relatively fit. Oh, that's nice. That's a good ball. El Yunusi said, some save from Xander Clark. El Yunusi making it at the back post. But I've had terrific save from Xander Clark. That's the first shot on target. Right now, we are all over them. We're yet to be threatened, but all it takes is one chance. We've not got a completely confident keeper in goals, I'd say. Wotherspoon switches it over. No one's on. Booth, he hits the post, and that's what I'm talking about. All it takes is one chance conceded, and you could be down. And we watch as that hits the post. Not ideal. St John's have a corner. Ayer clears. Kennedy picks it up. Someone should be tighter on him. Martin's not tight enough by the looks of it. Kennedy's just got a free chance here. Craig Gordon with a big save, and St Johnstone getting numerous chances within the last 30 seconds of the game. We really need to sharpen up defensively, be a bit tighter. I don't know what my marking is on my tactic. If I have a quick look, out of possession, use tighter Martin. It could work out, but it might not. I'm going to keep it like this now and see how the game goes. See if we keep conceding goals due to a lack of tight marking, then I'll put that instruction on. But then again, I don't want to, fuck it. Can I get rid of the bit at the top? I probably could, but I'd have to jump onto Photoshop and make stuff. So for the next stream, I'll get rid of it. For this one, it's just going to have to stay there, sadly. Because I forgot to add it in Photoshop to cover in that. El Yunusi. It's Abdel Ahmed. We're just kind of 33 minutes in. We've been the dominant team. We've conceded a few good chances, though. We need to be wary. Johnson dances through. Shot blazes over the bar. Tommy Wright masterclass incoming, says David Book. I bloody hope no, because it's looking like it could right now. Mikey Johnson move forward again. Can he square it? Please don't shoot. It's a penalty. It's a red card as well, surely. Duffy's surely off. That's got to be a penalty. But that's got to be a red card. But we've got a penalty anyway. Can't complain. Edouard steps up. Can he miss? He doesn't miss. Thank God. Edouard sets us up 1-0. I hate away games. No matter who you are, no matter how dominant you are, no matter how good you are, away games with Football Manager can just go anyway. It's so annoying, away games. They're so frustrating because I feel like with Man United, I could go and play Bolton away from home and I'd still be under a very big chance of losing the game just because I'm away from home. I feel like there's a real home bias in Football Manager. McGregor sends it out wide. El Yunusi, he's moving forward. There's a lot of shots in the box for both sides, as you can see here. Four of their shots. El Yunusi gets it to one of them. And Edouard's up for his second of the game. Terrific stuff. That's it. See, now the confidence is flowing. And with 72% of the possession, we're doing well. We're doing well. El Yunusi is actually running quite well in 3D. I could play the whole thing in 3D. Edouard sticks it in with his big napper. Big, beautiful napper. Back of the net. Terrific stuff. Celtic 2, St Johnstone 0. This could be a long day for St Johnstone. 75% possession in the first half. Well, 74 if you want to be precise. That's through for Edouard. Can he get a first half hat-trick? Sends that wide. He panicked there as the St Johnstone defender bore down on him. Let's see. Someone said Shane Duffy. How much is this game? I think it's £30 in the Steam store right now. Johnson puts it off the side netting. I really need to try and ram into my wingers because it was annoying me in the Man United save. Square it. When you can, square it. Because I play with inside forwards. And that gives them a bit of a tendency to have a shot every now and then, which I'm fine with. I like my forwards creating chances. I like them. Sorry, my wingers creating chances. I like them taking shots if they've got the confidence. But sometimes it's just, especially Dan James with Man United, he was just shooting when he got forward, beat his men. He's got a horrible angle and he'll shoot when he could have squared it to Moussa Dembele, who's standing empty in the middle of the box. El Yunusi sends it in. Edouard gets his hat-trick. Terrific. Up there, his second header of the game. Played his heart out, as the commentator says. 3-0 up. Couldn't get much better. Where's my steak pie? I'm ready to go. Edouard, boom. Brilliant. Absolutely tremendous. Gonna give him a little rest now. He's got his hat-trick. He's got everything he needs. We'll bring Christie on as well. Give him a little bit of football. But Edouard's done everything he can today. What else has he got to offer? Probably 4 goals. But, you know what? We'll give Bayo a chance to open a league campaign. Scoring out. Christie. Oh, a free kick. It's the ball. Bayo is there. Hungry. Runs to the ball. Hopefully onside. He is onside. It's confirmed. It's in the net. Bayo's been on the park for literally 4 minutes. But what a free kick from Christie. And Bayo, you know, taps it in. It's a striker's goal. It's a striker's finish. How long was he actually on the park? 2 minutes. 2 minutes and he got himself a goal. Tremendous work from Big Vacuouswaf Bayo. Bayo. Julian, I mean, now it's just see the clean sheet. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see us concede a set. El Yunusi loses the ball. St Johnstone going to counter. Abdel Ahmed don't get sent off. Don't give away a penalty into the hands of Gordon. I have a feeling Abdel Ahmed is going to get sent off. And I don't have a right back on the bench. In case McGregor does, so I'll bring on Encham. We'll bring on Encham just in case. Don't want to be missing McGregor for the game against Hibs next week. I believe that's who we're playing. Sign the French player of Cluj. She's decent. I don't know if I've got Cluj on, so I might not be able to sign him. I don't think I've got their database in. Kennedy sends it. Don't concede at the last minute. Don't do it. Oh, Gordon gets down. Hungry big Gordo. As much as I've been slating him for being the keeper just now, I do love Gordo. What a keeper. And that should be it. Yep, there we go. And fantastic way to open the season. What else can I say? A passionate, very nice victory. There's not much else I need to add. Deserve a wee rest tomorrow in training, boys. And I mean, Edouard just went off on one. 3 goals in the opening game of the season. Got to be nice to him. Let's praise him. He was superb in front of goal. Superb. And you're never leaving. Right, time to talk to Zoet, who might be expecting too high a wage as well. Star player. Yep, we'll give him a star player status. Now this is the bit. This is, you know, we can't. What is his? This is the offer they're suggesting to give him. We'll suggest those terms. He wants 50 grand a week. Now, I don't know if we go in, and we could have done this when we were talking to, who was it? We were talking to someone, and I fucked it because I never had enough the wage. Probably could have done that for him, but now I'm just thinking about it. Well, right, there we go. We just might be able to give him it. Yeah, we'll try and bring it down a little. I don't want to be paying him too much money. We'll try this. 47 grand a week is a lot. He would become automatically the highest paid player, probably in Celtic history, never mind current club history. He's not budging. Okay, we'll pay him £47,000 a week. Jero and Zoet will be coming. Griffiths wants to talk to me. He is now abysmal. I feel like you need a change of scenery to recover your best form. I don't want. Okay, Griffiths has just stormed out. Things are not going well between us. But I want to be playing football, and that was very quick. He's off to Greece. Don't get too pissed. Greek drink is very cheap, I suppose. Don't get too pissed. But hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he goes and scores goals. And I have faith he'll come back. I mean, look, he starts at we know how good a player Lee Griffiths is. He's absolutely tremendous. Enjoy yourself in Greece, my man. Love you. But he should be fine. He should be fine. I imagine he'll score goals. I don't know how many games they play in their season. Players, senior squad. He's got a good team around him. Chuba Akpom, remember him? He played for Arsenal, didn't he? Was it Arsenal? Yep, it was Arsenal. Got some decent players around him. Fernando Varela. That's not the Varela I was thinking of. I was thinking of Guillermo Varela, who played for United. Hi. Tremendous. That's the first game at the way though. First game of the season. We'll probably play up to the Hibs game, and then we'll cut. How long have I even been on the air? I don't even know how long I've been on. Could not tell you. If you are enjoying, make sure to hit like or whatever. It does really help out. If I can find my chat again, if I can get the chat window back open. There we go. Right, so we've got a load of Greats on the Wednesday, and then we've got Hibs on the Saturday. Hopefully 2 wins there because we're both at home. Griffiths can be moved out this team because he's not here. He's away to the reserves now until he's back. Johnny Hayes, got to get him involved. He started something great. I think I've been quite harsh on him. I just love Johnny Hayes. That would be probably the best way to put it. I'm a bit biased. 53,000 season tickets have been sold. That's mental. 53,000. Rogic is now a British citizen as well. But 53,000, that's like fucking what the fuck. Thanking this, but stream for an hour. Good stuff. Good stuff. Aye, so you know what? Well, it looks as though I bring in Gero and Zoe. That means a whole budget will be gone. I don't know if the board are going to be happy with that signing. What's this? The development centre introduction. Set up individual training for your youth squad, yep, backroom stuff, outgoing development loans, yep, I want to be in charge of that. That's my duty. I want to know who I'm loaning out, who I'm keeping here. Turn your mic up, says somebody. Is it quiet? Is anybody else feel like the mic is too quiet? I can turn it up a little bit. I've turned it up there, just a tad. That should be fine. I imagine there's a way to turn up your volume, maybe. I don't know. Just to answer my phone. Anyway. League it up. They're unhappy about the treatment of Lee Griffiths. We'll get out of that. Everybody's saying loud and clear. Mike's fine. Okie dokie. That's great. People are saying it's fine. Right, anyway. Right, back to it. I do that. Just quickly get to the phone. Right. People are unhappy. Edward is supportive of me. Of course he is. Passionate. Right, okay, I've heard some of you. I don't know why I've got. Can you imagine going impassionate saying that? There's been some concern amongst the squad. You're trying to forcefully go. You know, it just wouldn't happen, but I'm going to be passionate anyway. They don't seem too bothered. Scott Brown's a little bit. There's a great atmosphere. I don't spoil it. I'm confident that I don't think you should. I appreciate how I thought of it. Sentiment. I don't realise some of you felt this way. He's away now. What? This is irrelevant because I've sent him to Greece. This is all irrelevant. Any of these answers don't really fit. Right, we'll just go with that. Oh, Scott Brown's not too happy. Oh, right, Brown, don't fall at me. You're my captain. You're my captain. People face an uncertain future. I've just loaned them out. His future's in Greece. For fuck's sake. Right, okay, in the next round we'll be facing Slavia Prague. We're not getting it easy, are we? And that's if we even get through with the Gorettes. Jeez, oh. A load of Gorettes is not going to be easy. Have a look in the chat. We'll do a couple more games, do 2 or 3 more games, and then that'll probably be the stream for today. If you're enjoying it, I'm more than happy to do more in the future. But the response has been good. People in the chat watching along, the likes and stuff. I mean, it's been superb. Just having to attend to matters on the phone. It's always tremendous when you get that great, you know, silence in the chat. The game's saving as well, so you know I'm filling a gap. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Right, okay, Hearts have made an offer for somebody. It seems it's already been accepted. Okay, it's been accepted. That was a loan deal anyway. Can I bring Johnny Hayes into this team yet? Can I? No, it seems I can't. Why would I want Luca Connell on? No. Why? I have Johnny Hayes. I want him. There we go. Hopefully that's... There we go. That's sorted. Hey. Still waiting to find out what's going to happen with Lewis Morgan. Big Kev Nisbet linked to Celtic. There you go. Nisbet, in case you don't know, my good friend Stephen, his cousins with the one and the only Kevin Nisbet, linked with Celtic and Rangers. He's having a good season, isn't he? Let's go and see what's he like in FM. Kevin Nisbet scoring goals for the Pars. That's weird. I've got Nisbet here on one hand, who I know obviously, and then David on the other hand, who I don't know if he's still watching, is a Dunfermline fan. He'll know about Kevin Nisbet scoring goals. His stats aren't too bad, aren't they? It's not bad. Zoet is set to sign. We'll bring him in. He won't be able to play. We're not going to be sending Frimpong out on loan. I've already said this. Shved though. Should we send Shved out on loan? Should we send out Shved on loan? I've not got many backup right wingers, so no. Gotta keep him. Gotta keep him, boys. Team of the week, we've done quite well there. Julian recovered well. Gordon, Ayer, Taylor, Gillian, Elyounoussi, Edward and Brown all making it in to the team of the week. We have made a record signing, £15 million. Got to be achievement for that. Thank you. He won't be able to play in this game because he's not registered for the Champions League. Julian will not be able to play either because he's suspended, which means I'm going to risk it, boys. I am going to risk it, and I am going to bring Leo Connor in for the home tie against Ludogorets. Shock and horror. I know I could play Siminovic and be safe. Oh no, this isn't fair. What's that? Johnny Hayes is out for 2 months. Oh. Why, man? Why is this happening? I've not even played him, but still. Oh, Johnny Hayes is gone for 2 months. We've got so many players in here. I'm never used to having this many. Fuck. Can't I believe that? Johnny Hayes out. How's Leo Connor faring for the we'll find out in a minute, but Johnny Hayes is out for 2 months. Squeaky chair time. Score predictions for Scotland tonight. I'm getting asked who we're playing against. That mob. What they called? I forgot the name of it. Forgot who we're playing tonight. Kazakhstan. Am I right? Kazakhstan. I don't know. I'm going with 2-0 Scotland. Keep it low. Croatia, Bui, yeah, we'll loan him out. Good that we've got Thingamajig. Let's see. Can't believe the Pars got a reference on a Ryan 118 stream. Well, do you know what? I couldn't leave them out now that you're here, Dave. I could not do it. We'll talk about them tomorrow in a couple of pints. Gero and Zoet cannot play, sadly. If we go to my selection info... No, wait, I don't need to. It's here. Leo Connor can... Oh, he's unregistered. Oh, for fuck's sake. Siminovic it is. Not got a problem with being Siminovic. I just wanted to give O'Connor that chance of playing in the big stage. Could have backfired horrendously. We've not got really any other centre half options, so we're going to bring Bauer in here. And that'll do. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Jamesy Forrest just about fit to come back. He's not going to start this game though. Ryan Christie will bring him in. And we need to score a lot of goals tonight. And with the way our football has been looking, we like to score goals. So, can you go to filter and get rid of unavailable players, please? That is very... Cameron pointing out a very, very, very valid thing I should do. Yep, I probably should do that. Do it in a moment. A team such as Celtic will be winning the first leg without any problem at all. Yep, that's what I'm going to say. Set the assistant for the options and that. And here we go. Straight away, Ludogorets could have been at 1-0 in 2 minutes. That would have been a horrible start. Sign McBurney. Mere chance of me signing my fucking grand. Not going to happen. Taylor plays it out wide. Johnson puts it out to Johnson, sorry. If we score, 3-4 goals, I'm confident we can go through. McGregor from range. Oh, just went in off the back of the goalkeeper. 1-0 up. A good shot, an ambitious shot hitting off the post. But the rebound comes off the back of the goalkeeper, sending it into the back of the net. Callum McGregor wishes he could claim it, I imagine, but he can't. Elyounoussi wishes he could get the assist, but he can't. Look at that, off the post, off the back of the keeper. Sometimes you just need a bit of luck. it would be no worries to Finlay Glancy. Well, no honor to shout your name, my man. Hobnobs or chocolate digestives? The big questions being asked by Hugh McCormick. Definitely chocolate digestive. I'm not a hobnob man at all. I might be a knob, but not a hobnob man. Scott Brown has the ball in the middle of the park, moves it to McGregor. El Yunusi back to McGregor, just kind of floating it around the middle just now, looking for something. Taylor out wide. We're going backwards here. Come on, forwards. There's a lot of green shirts though. Why are we playing in the pink at home? Just realize why. We're at home and we're getting forced to play in our shitey, horrid grey kit. Green pink. We could score here. Let's shut up. Johnston puts it wide. He nods it just wide. But we're getting made to play that in home. Well, that's just nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Someone asking why Bolly's not playing. His stats aren't as good as Taylor in this game. Oh, that's some free kick there. Saved from Rennan. His stats just aren't great in this game compared to Taylor. But we'll give him a chance. Obviously, we'll get to we'll get to playing him. But he's just not looking as good as what Taylor does in this game. So we're up through an own goal. Not ideal. We need to improve. The team look like they're losing focus. That's not good. And there was a negative reaction to that. I hope they don't keep it like that. Christie, ball in. Simonovic meets at the back post but goes to the side netting. We need to score more goals. We can't go over to Bulgaria only 1-0 up. I'm not comfortable with that. Jamesy Forrest is going to finally get an appearance this season, returning from injury. And that'll do for now. We'll bring in Cham on later in the game. Looks like they'll try to hit us in the counter attack. Well, do you know what? We should be ready for it. We should be ready to soak it up and not allow it to happen, basically. We are the look at the stats. Unbelievable how dominant we've been. But we need more goals. Like, we can't do this without goals. Forrest sees Abdelhamid on the overlap. I love an overlap. Forrest, ball in the middle, man. Oh, Christie's on the edge. McGregor from range again. Sticks it into the back of the net. Sean Bain says you should sign Ryan Porteous. I might sign him. I enjoyed using him at Hibs. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. But McGregor again from range gets a goal that counts as his this time from outside the area. Low and hard. A Callum McGregor classic, you could say. And we're up 2-0. Another one would seal the deal in my eyes if we could get another. Edouard meets it. Oh, he's put that wide. Fucking hell, he'd like a 50 pence putting that wide there. 2-0 up. 15 minutes to go. We'll bring in... No, I don't even want to take... No, we'll bring Rogic on. Because I don't want to take McGregor off. He's basically scored 2. For a wee bit more defensive stability, we could bring on... Not really going. Don't worry. Bio I could bring on, but Edouard's Edouard, and we want another goal, a definite goal, and Edouard's the man for that, even though he's missed a honker just there with a header. Don't concede. Don't do it. Ayer, it's not cleared far enough. They've got a goal back. Ugh! That's so frustrating. From outside the area, he struck it on the volley. Wow. It was some finish. Like that. God, that is a screamer of a finish. That's not great for us. We don't want to go with just a 1-goal lead. It could be even worse here. They could score an equaliser. That would be horrendous. And they have. Oh, it's offside. Oh, fucking... I should change up. Just go defensive. Just bring Rogic back into here. Right. No, that's not going to work. But I don't want to take Rogic off. Just brought him on. Don't want to take... We move Brown back into the anchor position, I suppose. Rogic doesn't like playing here, but he's just going to have to. And Brown, we've got to play... just the anchor man. Just defend. Don't allow anything else to happen. I just realised I didn't change that to positive for my tactic. That would probably help us a lot. I'm going to bring on minutes Bauer. Weirdly, for the last few minutes. Hopefully we can maybe score another goal out of this, but the idea is go more defensive. Let's probably change some instructions as well, but I believe moving Brown back to the anchor man should be enough. We conceded an absolute screamer though. That's 2 shots in target they've had, and one of them had to be that. What an absolute topper of a goal. And Edouard will be ruining the chance he missed. There's a ball through for Edouard. He's got to finish that. He's took it round the keeper. That is sensational. Unreal. Yes. Terrific odds on. Absolutely terrific. And we've scored a goal from taking the defensive approach. Right, there's still another highlight in this. Don't concede. Don't concede. They've got the ball. They've sent it. Oh, Simonovic, you dick. Oh, Gordo, what a save, my man. What a save. Gordo with a big save. How is El Yunusi 2-star? I don't think it's 2-star. I think it was 2-star to the role, not 2-star in ability. that should be it. Over, surely it is. 3-1 win. Ideally, would have not conceded. But do you know what? Ludogorets, champions of Bulgaria, Champions League standard side. I can't argue with it. We just need to, you know, take more chances, I'd say. McGregor, though, basically getting 2 in the game. Ayer's been given a warning. The code of conduct is well and truly setting in. Yeah, Ali McCoy's tweeting about the game. Get in, love to see it. It's Alec McCoy's, right? It's Alec McCoy. Before Rangers fans start screaming at me that it's not Ali McCoy's. Right, Celtic Hibs is next. Lewis Morgan is somehow getting a transfer to Newcastle. Premier League. Lewis Morgan is going to the Premier League for £2.5 million. Don't know what Steve Bruce is thinking. If I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be quite concerned. I do like Lewis Morgan, but it's just a weird one, isn't it? He's off there. Hull want like a Connell on loan. I'm going to allow that to happen. It's hopefully he plays. If he doesn't play, I'll recall him. I mean, they say he's going to be a squad player. Probably better development here, so I'm going to cancel it. No, I'm going to cancel it. Sorry, Hull. Sorry for getting your hopes up. Frimpong's not going either. We'll give these guys chances as we get more comfortable into the season. Definitely. Because, you know, they're good wee players. And Vogel was where the keepers is looking at. I think I'm better off with Jero and Zoet, who will probably come into the team, actually, for this game against him. So we better bring him in here. We can also get Julien back in the team, which is handy. Everything else goes to the same. Remove unavailable players. That was what I was told to do. Filter unavailable players. Hide unavailable players. There we go. Bang. Sorted. I've done what I was asked to do. That's right. Lewis Morgan played for Sunderland. I forgot all about that. He's one of the players who's jumped ship. I don't know what he's going to do at Newcastle. I don't imagine him getting into the team. Quite a weird transfer, if you ask me. We've got a Broth in the League Cup, by the way, if anybody was wondering who we drew. Dundee United want like a Connell on loan. Do you know what? He's going to be important there, so do you know what? He's going to develop. I'm going to allow that one to go through, and I probably should allow Frimpong and stuff to go as well, but I actually do want to use them in this save. I want to see what they're like first hand. So that's why I'm not saying yes to Frimpong. I mean, what else can I do? Right, Ross County Livingston drew 1-1. What was it? What was the rest of the opening results of the weekend? I've not. Another centre half is probably true. I probably do need Sevilla Keenan signing Edward. Fuck off. Leo Connor, no, we're going to keep him. We don't have any money left, though, do we? I can maybe loan one in. If we put all our money to wage budget, we might be able to loan a centre half in. We've got 95 grand in the wage budget. We'll come at it after the Hibs game. We'll play that first. Probably Big Fraser Forster's injured for 3 months. Seen somebody asking, yeah, he got a 3-month injury. And he has another centre half, though, I'd do. Probably play this game, and then that could wrap up the stream unless I feel like playing another one. Once again, I'm going to keep it unchanged because try and rack up as many points to start the season. And Hibs are no easy feat, especially in Football Manager. Jeron's what wants number 1. Sadly can't get number 1. We're going to give him 25. Number 25 to Jeron Zoet, our new first team keeper. Celtic's record signing, 28-year-old Jeron Zoet. I'm sure that would be a controversial one. Ask assistant, yep, passionate. Let's be passionate. Say we should be winning fairly comfortably because we should be. We're at Celtic Park. It's our first home league game of the season. Hopefully we can do something here. That is, you know, emphatic. I want to score a lot of goals. I don't want us to be, you know, keeping it late or anything. We scored a lot in Perth. Christie with a great ball for El Yunusi, and that is tremendous. That is what you expect. That is what you expect. That is such a well-worked goal. Great ball over the top from Ryan Christie. El Yunusi waiting at the back post. Well, runs into the back post, I should say. And, you know, he's not going to miss that. Tremendous stuff. That's nice. That was really well worked. Stevie Mallan with a corner. Sends it in. Scott Allen trying to score at Celtic Park. Couldn't do it for Celtic. Isn't going to do it for Hibs today. Zoet making his first save in a Celtic shirt. Christopher Ayer moving out. Got Edouard's unmarked. That's a tremendous pick out from the big man. Edouard's shot saved. Maybe took it a bit too wide for the finish there. Good save from Marciano. Christie the ball in. The ball is evaded. Johnson on the ball now, in fact. Running forward. Will he pass it? Yep, he will. He gives it to Edouard. Will he square it? He will. Christie picks it up on the edge. McGregor. So many purple shots to try and break down. This is what happens when you play Celtic defensively. You're going to be up against a lot of teams there. El Yunusi. Oh, that's a tremendous finish into the bottom corner. That is really, really nice from El Yunusi. Getting his second of the game, assisted by none other than Hatem Abdelhamed. And that is a nice, tidy finish from El Yunusi. From a difficult angle to place it down that bottom corner. Right into the side net and perfect finish. Marciano probably should be doing better getting down across the goal to save it, but I'm not complaining. Do as you wish, so I can score goals. Julian tries to clear and they give it to Hanlon. And it's just that went over the bar, I suppose. I keep checking my phone and then I get lost in what I'm saying. Right, half time. Very nice. Neil's on the ball though. Neil's caused problems in this game. Daryl Horgan, that's in the back of the net. And Jeron Zoet can't keep a clean sheet on his debut because the defence left Daryl Horgan unmarked. If you look at Daryl Horgan here, I think he's number 7. Look, he just goes right round the back. And Greg Taylor, not acknowledging that he's there, just bang. You're not going to miss from there as well. And Horgan's got decent finish in this game. I know first hand from a Hibs save. Last year he scored numerous goals for me that were just tremendous. 2-1 up. I would like a more comfortable grip on the game, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to bring Forrest on once more. El Yunusi's better on the right than he is on the left, which is so annoying. Why? He plays on the left wing for Celtic. That makes no sense. It doesn't matter anyway. Forrest has got to come on if Hibs score an equaliser here. Oh, fuck my life. Brown. Neil picks up the outside. Jackson's trying to do something, but Celtic win the ball. Come on, lads, move forward. I forgot I've got to move this down. Jamesy Forrest running forward. Great ball. It's just went over the head of Eduardo. Forrest again. Shoot, saved Christie. How have you missed that, man? How do you miss from about 4 yards out? Oh, I'm taking this. I'm taking the Sunday League approach. Outscore the other team. Forrest, he's beat his man. Oh, it's a tremendous save from fucking Marciano, and El Yunusi just couldn't get in time. That was nice. We're playing really well. We just need to get at the back of the net. Try to send it up to Forrest, not working. I mean, just another goal would see the game finished. I just don't like hanging on by a goal. It's just horrible. You go to the 90th minute, highlight hits, and you start shitting yourself. You know, it's like holy sheep shitting a shingle sort of situation. Ayer sends it forward. Hanlon clears. Right, we're getting a bit panicky, lads. I'm going to tell him to calm down. Where's Camden? Because we're humping the ball up the park. When I want to play it for the back and play it to the feet, don't just lump it up. Don't do a Sam Allardyce. Taylor on the wing. Gives it to El Yunusi. Will he shoot again? He does this time. Hits the post. Or was it saved from Marciano? One of the two. So many people. I've seen Mealing put in, Mealing or whatever his name is, numerous times. Don't think we need him though. We've got Amnel Ahmed. We've got Bauer. I don't think we need Mealing. Christie. Julian. We've seemed to calm down a little bit since the shout. We're passing to the feet. Abdelhamed. Back to Ayer. Okay. Calmed. A lot of players, see, like that worked. A lot of players became calmed by the feedback. Edouard's not really done much today. We'll bring on Big Bio, see if he'll maybe stick the nut on something or get us a goal. But 2-1 up, we have more than that. It's going to be nerve wracking if there's a highlight here to Hibs. It doesn't look as though there's going to be though. Looks like it's going to be full time. It is full time. We narrowly done it, but you know what? 3 points. Don't care how you get them, as long as you get them. 3 points in the bag. I believe we're still top of the table as well. Can't complain too much with that. And do you know what? That is where we are going to wrap up today's stream. If you have enjoyed it, you know what to do. I don't know. Let me know in the chat on the side if you want to see more of this. If you want to see this save streamed again. I've really enjoyed this. So if you want to see it again, then just let me know. I'm going to go and get dinner now because I'm fucking starving. I'm a fat bastard. So thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Nisbet, for the donation earlier as well. And feel free to let me know in the chat. This will probably go up as a wee video as well for people to